السلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد قال الله تعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قاف والقرآن المجيد بل عجبوا أن جاءهم منذر منهم فقال الكافرون هذا شيء عجيب أإذا متنا وكنا ترابا ذلك رجع بعيد قد علمنا ما تنقص الأرض منهم وعندنا كتاب حفيظ بل كذبوا بالحق لما جاءهم فهم في أمر مريج أفلم ينظروا إلى السماء فوقهم كيف بنيناها وزيناها وما لها من فروج والأرض مددناها وألقينا فيها رواسي وأنبتنا فيها من كل زوج بهيج تبصرة وذكرى لكل عبد منيب صدق الله مولانا العظيم. I have recited beginning ayat of Surah Al-Qaf. Surah Al-Qaf comes after Surah Al-Hujurat. In Surah Al-Hujurat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned manners, etiquettes, adab and akhlaq. And in Surah Al-Qaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned signs in His universe. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned Jahannam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned Jannat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned all the imaniyat and the creation of the whole universe. And while mentioning creation of the whole universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invites towards the tawheed and towards the iman. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us correct understanding of Quran and Sunnah. According to one opinion, Surah Al-Qaf is being counted from the Mufassalat, from the first of Mufassalat. And as it was shared before also, and this is being mentioned in one of the Hadith Sharif also, narrated by Ibn Kasir rahmatullah alayh, distributing Quran onto 7 parts, 7 manzil, 7 manazil of the Quran. They start by Surah Al-Fatiha, and some people they start by Surah Al-Baqarah, because it is also a debate that Surah Al-Fatiha, whether it is there or it is separate or it is included. So some people they start by Surah Al-Fatiha. Second manzil starts from Surah Al-Ma'idah. And third manzil start by Surah Yunus. And the fourth manzil start by Surah Bani Israel. And the fifth manzil start by Shu'ara, Surah Al-Shu'ara. And the sixth manzil start by Surah Safat. And the seventh manzil start by Surah Al-Qaf. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala connect us to Quran. These days and age, majority of our du'as are becoming accepted. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that ihsas and realization that this is the time to convert du'as into acceptance. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the wealth of Quran and Sunnah. So these are the 7 manazil. Oh Allah, keep our 7 days busy into the manazil of Quran. Some people, they had divided these 7 manazil for the tilawat of the Quran. First manzil starts from Surah Al-Fatiha, second Surah Al-Ma'idah, third one Surah Yunus, fourth one Surah Bani Israel, fifth Surah Al-Shu'ara, sixth Surah Al-Safat, and the last one starts from Surah Al-Qaf, which I have recited, beginning ayat of Surah Al-Qaf. Surah Al-Qaf Allah's Rasul Sallallahu used to recite in very many Jumu'ahs, Jumma Salat. Whenever Nabi Sallallahu used to lead Salatul Jumu'ah, in very many Salatul Jumu'ah, Nabi Sallallahu used to recite Suratul Qaf. Very often, very many times, regularly, repeatedly. Nabi Sallallahu used to recite Suratul Qaf in Suratul Jumu'ah also. And according to some narrations, Nabi Sallallahu used to recite Suratul Qaf in Eidan also. In Eidan also. One woman, Sahabiya woman, Hisham radiyallahu ta'ala anha, she narrates that our house and Nabi Sallallahu house was very, very close. She said that closeness, to make us understand closeness of their houses, house of Nabi Sallallahu and our house of her, they were very close. And to explain it to us, closeness, they said for a very long time we used to cook from the same tannoor. Nabi Sallallahu family and my family, she said we used to cook from the same tannoor. So that's how closeness was there between her house and the house of Nabi Sallallahu. That's why she said that I have memorized Suratul Qaf just by listening to Nabi Sallallahu. He used to recite Suratul Qaf in Jumu'ah Salat many times, in Salat of Eidain many times. So I kept on listening to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and because I kept on listening for a very long time, every Jumu'ah or every Eid Salat, every Eidain, I kept on listening to him. That's how I knew Suratul Qaf by heart. How great Sahaba are, how great Sahaba are, that they are learning directly from Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Men and women, male and female. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our males and our females, that we have feelings towards Quran and towards the ahadith of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It is a time of war. In every house we have a war. Whether you spend your time onto internet or whether you spend your time in something good, we have a war. And we need to wage this war with hikmat, with love, with muhabbat, with affection. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, enable us. Wallah, sometimes we don't know how to tackle. We are standing like in Ban Gali. There is no access, there is no exit. And look at the Sahaba. Look at the Sahaba. She will be cooking in her house, and she has memorized Suratul Qaf by the recitation of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What an honor! Oh Allah, whatever remaining life we have left, oh Allah, treat us with Quran. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that consciousness, that istihzar, that attention, that we go through every ayat like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to me now. Or this ayat is being revealed now. Because Quran is eternal. Kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never gets old. It is for all times. It is appealing all times, everybody. Only people who are able to make Quran appealing all the time, only their hearts are locked. Only their attentions are diverted. That's why, forgive me, sometimes we sit down to do Hadith Sharif or Quran or Seerat of Nabi Sallallahu. Now we came at such a crossroad that sometimes we feel that no, let us not do. Because we don't want unattentive ears to Quran and Hadith Sharif. We don't want half-hearted people to Quran and Hadith Sharif. Oh Allah, make us full-hearted. Oh Allah, give us consciousness. Oh Allah, give us life for the life of Quran. Someone said it very rightfully. that when we share that the background of this ayat is this, or background of this surah is this, or in this background this ayat was revealed, or in this background the surah was revealed. That story was taking place, and to tackle that story, to tackle that incident, to respond to that incident, this ayat was revealed or the surah was revealed, and for that it is called Shan-e-Nuzul, background. So, when it comes to the sciences of tafsir, very rightfully we should discuss. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us such, oh Allah, it is Jumma time. May Allah make us such that we go through every ayat of your Quran and every hadith sharif of your Nabi Sallallahu like they are being spoken now. They are being revealed now. They are being disclosed now. Because it is there for all the times. It is there for all the times. I was just saying that Hisham kept on paying attention onto the recitation of Nabi Sallallahu. She said, I learned Suratul Qaf by heart just by the Salatul Jumu'ah or Salatul Eidain of Nabi Sallallahu. Because my house was so close. And what type of houses will be there? Sahaba, Nabi Sallallahu. Into the air, the voices of Quran, tilawat of Quran, recitation of Quran. Unfortunately now, we are in such a dilemma that maybe in a same house, maybe Quran is playing or Hadith Sharif is being playing, and at the same time music also is being playing. Allah, make us pollution free. We need to run this campaign. There is less pollution physically in an environment than the spiritual pollution. Wallahi, spiritual pollution has filled air, land, ocean, mountains, valleys and everything. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us pollution free. Oh Allah, make my mind pollution free. Make our mind pollution free. Make my reflection, my thinking, my sighting, my seeing, my hearing, my contemplation, my reflection, my imagination. Wallah, make it free from the pollution, from the shaitani pollution, from the spiritual pollution, from the filthy pollution. If we will become pollution free, then only Quran will be revealed onto our heart. It was revealed unto Nabi Sallallahu, and it has an ability to be revealed onto the heart of every believer till the day of Qiyamah. If believers' iman is alive. Otherwise Quran had said, إِنَّكَ لَا تُسْمِعُ الْمَوْتَى وَلَا تُسْمِعُ السُّمَّ الدُّعَاءَ إِذَا وَلَّوْا مُدْبِرِينَ. O Muhammad Sallallahu, you cannot make dead people hear to your recitation. When Nabi Sallallahu cannot make them hear, any ghair of Nabi Sallallahu, how he will make them hear? وَلَا تُسْمِعُ السُّمَّ. And you cannot make those people who are deaf. And Mufassirin, they have interpreted that deaf spiritually. Dead spiritually. Their inner being is dead. Their inner being is deaf. And then this Quran is not going to play any role. Because it is there for live people, not dead people. You cannot go to Qabristan and deliver some speech to those who are buried. No one will do that. But we are doing that. We are doing into the Qabristan, where hearts are dead. Where our hearts are dead. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us life. So I was just saying that Hisham radiyallahu ta'ala said that by paying attention to the salats of Nabi Sallallahu, Salatul Jumu'ah and Salatul Eidain, and majority times he used to read Suratul Qaf, I learned Suratul Qaf. Hazrat Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, he asked one of the companion that, tell me, which Surat Nabi Sallallahu used to recite in Salatul Eidain? So he said, Nabi Sallallahu used to recite Suratul Qaf into Salatul Eidain. You know, they use one word in Urdu, Sahulat Kar, facilitator. You know what we are doing? We are becoming facilitator of shaitan. Even into the majalis of Quran and Hadith Sharif. We are becoming facilitator of wrongs. Oh Allah, make us facilitator of angels, facilitators of Quran, facilitators of your Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So I was saying that Suratul Qaf, you know, Suratul Qaf, according to one opinion, that it is first surah from the Mufassalat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about Quran here. Imaniyat, Tawheed, His universe, signs into His universe, Jahannam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and foremost takes an oath of Quran. And Jumma, you know, Jumma, Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one of the most accepted time for dua wise, it is the time of tahajjud. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, imagine, he had no confusion. No one was under guidance, divine guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whenever he used to perform tahajjud, he used to say, Allahumma Rabba Jibreel wa Rabba Mikail ihdini bimakhtulifu. This is the dua. I think that it should become our wird. It should become our zikr. It should become our zikr. You know, zikr also, sometimes we are defeating the purpose of zikr. Why? Because we do zikr for little, but sometimes we feel good. That's it. Zikr has deeper goals. Zikr has deeper purposes. No. What we do for 10 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, we will do zikr because that much of time we will feel good. We will feel peace. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq that we go for maximum. We are heading for minimum. We should go for maximum. We should take His name for Himself. We should take His name for Himself. All these small, petty small goals. And they are like business between ourselves and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I get barakat in my life. I get sweetness of life. I get peace in my life. I become trouble free. I become sickness free. All my debts can be paid off. All my financial burden can be taken care of. And all that happens, that's why, oh Allah, I am sitting down for 1 hour and saying, Allah, 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 Allah. That is, we doing business with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, make us such that we say, Allah for you. We want you. We want to meet you. We want to love you. We want to fall in love of you more and more. Every time I say Allah, I become more deeper drowned for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I was saying that Allahumma Rabba Jibreel wa Mikail ihdini bimakhtulifu fi. This must become our zikr of our time. Why? Because then there will be no confusion. You will be always happy. You will be happy with your Allah. Whether you are going through tests, whether you are going through difficulty, whether it is individual difficulty, whether it is personal difficulty, whether it is collective difficulty, whether it is the difficulty of the whole ummah, but you will be always striving. You will be always striving. And He will be always treating you, always. He will treat you more and more. And what is that dua? Oh Allah, Rabb of Jibreel alayhi salatu wasalam and Rabb of Mikail alayhi salatu wasalam, oh Allah, give me guidance. Especially in those affairs where people, they differ. They become confused. They don't know what to do. They are in no man's land. When they become in that sort of dilemma, oh Allah, keep me away from all those differences. Our Habib Sassam used to say, Wallah, accept that dua as a treat of Jumma. In Jumma, before Imam finishes his khutbah, there is movement, that dua becomes accepted. Wallah, give us Quran. Wallah, give every word of the Quran with its total, deep, far and vast wealth. Not to boast, not to show off. Wallah, give us Quran that we take this Quran, as long as we are living, we take this Quran and we knock every heart and every door that come to Quran. Come to La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. I was going to just make translation of these few ayat. Qaf wal Quran in Majid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath of Qaf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has code words. When you will be true Muslims, Allah's code words will be known by you and you will act accordingly. You will never sleep, you will never miss, you will never become confused. Everybody understand all, what is the source code of your account? What is the IBN number? And what is your ID number? And what is your passcode? Everybody understands. When you will be connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you will ask that, Wallah, you have spoken to us by your code words. Give us some share from it. Give us some risk from it. Qaf, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ulama said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَمَا يَعْلَمُ تَعْوِيلَهُ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَالرَّاسِخُونَ فِي الْعِلْمِ يَقُولُونَ آمَنَّا بِهِ. When it comes to these types of words, exact meaning only known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Exact meaning only known by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. People who has knowledge, they say that whatever Allah has said, we have brought iman onto it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes an oath of Quran. Wal Quran il Majid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, I am taking an oath of Al Quran al Majid. Al Quran, separate word, Al Majid, separate word. How honored, how great, how full of majd, full of purity, full of sanctity, full of glory, full of greatness this Quran is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking an oath. Bal ajibu an ja'ahum mundirun minhum. Time is up, inshallah, maybe some other time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala connect us to every ayat and every riwayat and every surat and every word of Quran and sunnah of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Whatever was said right, it is from Allah and Rasul sallam, and whatever was said wrong, it is from me and from shaitan. Allah and Allah's Rasul sallam got nothing to do with it. They are bari from it, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala la tu'akhidna in nasina wa akhtana.